Good morning. Lovely to have everyone here. I am Reverend Deborah Gay. I'm your platform host for the service today. I want to welcome everybody in the room live and everyone online. It's a beautiful day to come together in spiritual community. So if you're able to stand, please do so, and let's sing together.
Good morning, everyone. Let's sing together. In the name of love, with a heart of grace, overflow in us, decorate this place. As it is below, so it is above. May we always stand in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one, in the name of love, in the name of love. May we always be seeking out the best till we are free, living in a world we've been dreaming of. May we always stand in the name of love. When the veil is gone, there's only one of us, only one, in the name of love. When the day is done, we will sing this song all as one, in the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. Sing it out. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. One more time. In the name of love, in the name of love. Well, good morning, everyone. Take a minute to greet some of those lovely faces out there. Yeah, no, it's not on. Testing. Check 1, 2. All right, my friends, coming back. Oh, well. All right, let's do it. My soul. Ready? Place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 All right, well, if we have any kiddos here today, why don't you make your way up here to our lovely teachers who will take you out to your outdoor classroom. If there are any kiddos, we're going to sing them out to their classroom. We do have maybe one. All right, let's sing these kiddos out to their classroom. Hooray for the world. 1, 2, here we go. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. We got Mother Nature and the human race. The world's got trees and bumblebees, rivers and lakes and the open seas, mountains and valleys and animals too, and a sun that shines on me and you. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, I'm glad to be on it. Hooray for the world, it's a special place. We got Mother Nature and the human race. We got Mother Nature and the human race.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Susan Janzik, and I'm the practitioner of the day, along with Cindy Clay. And welcome, welcome, and I invite you to silence your cell phones if you haven't already done so. And now, going within, I invite you to take a deep breath. Take a breath in and connect. Connect to that home within you, that place within where spirit resides. And join me in knowing that there is one divine presence, one power of good that is in and through all life, always uplifting, always supporting, and always present. And I know that this power, this beauty, this oneness is all there is. That's all there is to know. As we think about beginnings and endings and anything in between, the one divine presence, that one powerful, beautiful love and peace is where I reside. And in that oneness, I remember in each and every day to connect to that wonder, connect with all the beauty in knowing that every moment of connection to the one is perfect. And in that complete knowing, I know that as I connect with Spirit and I let go of anything that doesn't serve me, let go of thoughts, and instead always remember the connection to the one in my words, my thoughts, and my deeds, I connect to the flow of life, the flow, the energy that is always bubbling, bubbling, bubbling in peace, harmony, and love. And as I connect to that, I know that in times of change, in times in between, I am on purpose and I'm contributing to the wholeness, the beauty, the peace, and the harmony of the planet. And I remember that. That is my charge in practice. That is my devotion, to remember that the oneness, that I am a divine, individualized expression of that one. And I am so grateful. I'm grateful for this teaching. I'm grateful for all of this community. I'm grateful for Reverend Liz to be here with her words of wisdom, and for Reverend Deborah, and for all the love that is within this community. And with that, I let these words go, knowing that they are so, and so it is.
May I never lose my wonder. 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 Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. Wide-eyed and mystified. Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. May I never lose my wonder. 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 Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. Wide-eyed and mystified. Wide-eyed and mystified, May I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. Wide-eyed and mystified, may I be just like a child, staring at the beauty of the world. May I never lose my wonder. 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 So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. I will share, 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 this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. I will share, 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 this love. I will share, 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 this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love. So sacred, so secret, so precious, this love.
Wasn't that beautiful? Thank you so much. Beautiful music. Well, it is my honor as platform host to introduce our guest speaker, Reverend Liz Mirante. Let me tell you a little bit about Liz, because I know just a few things about Liz. First of all, she's been a minister with the Centers for Spiritual Living since 1999, and she was ordained in 2003. She comes from the Seattle area, and that's where she did her ministerial training, and she served on the staff at the Seattle church for 14 years, as well as raising 2 daughters. Pretty good. So I was doing my ministerial training at the same time Liz was there in Seattle, and I don't know if she remembers this or not, but she was my proctor when I was taking my ministerial exams. So she was making sure I was on the even keel there. Yeah. And she did other things as I was going through my training and getting ready to answer the call. She then went on a couple of very interesting assignments, 2 several-month stints teaching for the center in Ukraine. So there's a Center for Spiritual Living in Ukraine. And then she moved on to be the senior minister of the Monterey, California Center. And she did that from 2008 to 2013. So she's now back with us in the Pacific Northwest. And she is calling it rewiring, not retiring. I think that's good. I think that's a good way. So she's currently on the Board of Science of Mind Foundation, and at the national level, she's part of the Resource Development Committee. She has a quote from a Sufi master that has been with her really most of your life, your spiritual consciousness life. Meher Baba said, something that encapsulates the theme of her ministry. Where love is present, the path to truth is joyous. So please join me in welcoming Reverend Liz.
I don't know about you, but I've tried that path to truth without love, and I can tell you it's not joyous. Some of you have seen me there. It is so wonderful to be back with you. Some of you may remember I was here in 2019, but we all know that was BC, so things. But I loved being with you then, so I'm so grateful to be with you now. And you know, some of you I've known from Seattle, and for many years, because I've been a minister now, it's getting up there, and I have someone here who's known me for more than 60 years, and I'm kind of wanting to take a moment and go 60. Other than my brothers, I know somebody that long, but so it's wonderful to be with you. Because of the eclectic nature of our wonderful teaching in our communities, I thought I better first sort of ask before I launch, who here celebrates Christmas in some way, shape, or form? Oh, most of you, okay. So I do have, I'm tying this to Christmas, but I do have some other things I'm tying it to. So those of you who celebrate Christmas, if I'd been doing this talk on the 3rd, it might have made a little more sense, but it's not happening yet. We're still in that in-between time before Christmas that in the traditional Christian world is called Advent, or the coming. So we're still in that Advent coming. So how are you prepping for Christmas? Anybody still shopping? It'd be me. At least you're up in Bellingham. I mean, Seattle malls. Anybody decorating? Anybody finished decorating? Yeah, still we have a tree to get. Anybody baking? Yeah. Anybody expecting house guests? Yeah, or they're already coming. Anybody getting ready prepping to travel, to visit other people? It's such a relaxing time of the year, isn't it? So are you feeling very peaceful? I mean, I know that we just got a good dose of that. So thank you, Tabor. But who here joins me in kind of feeling a little frenzied at this time of year? I mean, those of us who are a little older, we've some of it maybe we've put away, but there's still that kind of almost inner call. I better get busy. The perfect Christmas still hasn't been attained yet. Oy, oy, oy. Oy, oy, oy. And I remember as a kid, and maybe you guys too, that we had a different prep, those of you whose families celebrated Christmas, because how'd you get ready for Santa? It's being really good. Watching yourself, or watching your sibs to point out where they weren't. So there was another kind of busy. But Christmas is, for most of us, all about this outer, frenzied preparation. And maybe not very much about what I want to talk about today, what the music helped us, so sacred, so secret, and the wonder. I mean, beautiful. You did my talk. Okay, I'm done. But and for many of you, this is not a new concept. But this time between, I'm really talking about taking the time between now and Christmas. And for those of you who Christmas isn't really a thing, we have New Year's coming up. And the newness that a lot of us as metaphysicians want to step into something new in the new year. So we've got that time between as well. And there may be some of you who are waiting to see a prayer answered, some demonstration that you are still waiting for. So you're in that time between. Is there? You don't need to raise your hand, but is anybody here waiting? Okay, I see at least one person waiting on a demonstration. So there's a lot of waiting time, and this, what I'm calling time in between. So you can use any of those things as I speak today. You can use Christmas, New Year's, a prayer you're waiting to be answered, some demonstration, or all three as we talk. So first I'm going to talk a little bit about just Christmas, remind us. And Revco, I know you're going to be talking about the Christ child, so I was sort of like, okay, don't want to teach. So, but you're here, so you'll know, you'll adapt and adjust. We called, when Reverend Colleen was on staff in Seattle, we called her Revco. That was probably Arnie who started that. So we always say Revco, and people go, who, what? Okay. So for those of you who do know or don't know, as metaphysicians, we don't tend to believe in the literal story of the nativity. Most scholars know it did not happen this time of year. But what I want to bring up today about that is I love what Joseph Campbell said about myth. We say the Christmas story is a myth. People can kind of get up in arms. What do you mean it's a myth? Because we often tend to think myth means not true, something made up. But Joseph Campbell talks about myth this way, that for me represents a lot of the nativity and other things, that a myth is something that represents a truth, a capital T truth, that facts can't really encapsulate. So that Christmas story is a story that is trying to represent a truth about something so powerful being born into the world with what we celebrate as this birth of the man called Jesus. So also for us as metaphysicians, we don't go, oh, well, that happened, and that's so wonderful, and Jesus had this whole ministry, and that's wonderful that this guy came down, and we all have kind of different variations of belief about it. But it means something a little different for us, as us, and Meister Eckhart, the 14th century mystic Christian, said it this way. He said, "What difference is it to me if Jesus was born," and now we say 2,000 years ago, he said 1,400, how wild, "if it's not being born in me every moment, every minute?" So he recognized way back then that the mystery and the magic and the wonder of this birth story is to represent the truth that something is always being born in us. A God seed, in fact, that's what he called it, is always being born in us. So we celebrate that. Ernest Holmes talked about Christmas this way. We should think of this birth in our own consciousness as the realization of love, truth, beauty, and peace. And we should be filled with a consciousness of a divine presence in everyone and everything. Wouldn't you like some of that? That sounds like wonder to me. That sounds like the best kind of wonder. A consciousness of a divine presence in everyone and everything. And if you take this into the new year and want to have something new birthed in you, that takes a consciousness. And I got to tell you, I know this hasn't occurred to any of you, that are running around doing our baking and our decorating and our traveling and our gift giving and our gift figuring out and our cooking, as wonderful as that can all be, and a lot of that stuff I really love, some of it I don't, but a lot of that stuff I really love. And losing, I knew that was going to bite me to have the minutes, okay, or losing weight in prep for the new year. Yes, who still has, or, or praying 25 times a day for your demonstration. A lot of that stuff isn't going to bring you to the moment you desire. That isn't going to bring us to experiencing that birth, to stepping into something new for the new year, to experiencing the answered prayer. Because it takes an inner preparation. As I said, I know this isn't news to you, but we lose sight of it. We need to be different somehow if we are going to have something new in our lives. Jesus said it this way: you can't put new wine into old wineskins. They will burst. And I don't want any burst in here. So what does inner prep require? Well, let's think of a cake, a butterfly, the seed. We talked about God's seeds. We are all God's seeds. Seed going into a plant, and of course, for those of us who've had them, pregnancy. What happens, any of those things, if you disturb them early? Yeah, it doesn't happen. Because that waiting, that prep takes time. And something else needs to happen. For all those things, maybe less on a cake, maybe that wasn't the best example, but something is happening on the inside. The cake is rising. The butterfly is, dissolving and morphing. The seed is germinating and growing. In the pregnancy, all kinds of stuff are happening. But all of them have in common that something is ripening. Something is maturing. And it takes an inner prep, because to be new, to be open to a deeper experience and expression of the birth of the Christ in us, we need to create within ourselves a safe home. We need to make it welcome. Many of you know Reverend Michael Beckwith. He said, anything that we want in our lives, anything that we might pray for, we have to make it welcome. We have to ask ourselves, who must I become? I can't have a loving relationship if I'm walking around dissing everybody, criticizing, seeing what's wrong. Believe me, I've tried that too. So who do I need to become? I need to become something different. Another way of saying this is we need to become a vibrational match for whatever we desire. The secret isn't just about saying, I choose to have this, and demonstrating. We have to create some way on the inside that we are welcoming, that we are open to, that we are a place, a frequency for what it is that we desire. Are we open? Are we opening? So we need to become a sacred container. Doesn't mean just for my friend of 60 years, doesn't mean we don't get to have fun anymore. But we need to become a sacred container. We need to use the time in between to become something different. Not drop all our human stuff, but maybe hold on to it a little lightly. So how do we do that? I always sort of end my talks with a how, and the first thing I always say, which I hope Reverend Andrea always says, which if you go to one of our wonderful practitioners here, which you should, if you have questions about this, if you're waiting on that demonstration, go to a practitioner. They will say, what's your daily practice? Do you have a daily spiritual practice? And so for now, because we've only got a few weeks till Christmas and New Year's, and because I've only got, I was setting you right up, only got a few minutes, that I'm not going to tell you to start meditating for an hour. What I am going to suggest you do every day, preferably in the morning, is just stop and breathe. If you're still in the midst of sort of last minute, is it really last minute? I guess it's last minute. Last minute prep, outer prep, stop and breathe. And ask yourself, what is wanting to be born in me? As the Christ I am, what is wanting to be born in me? What is wanting to be more embodied as I step into the new year? What is wanting to be more fully embodied in me? If I'm waiting on that demonstration, what is this greater experience that I desire to have in my life? And sometimes an easy way to just hone it for yourself in this moment is to say, is it joy? Is it peace? Is it love? Is it wisdom? I'm going to throw out creativity for the new year because I think we need creativity. The truth is that the divine, as Ernest Holmes tells us, is always nudging us to have greater expression of itself through us. Always. But we take this time of year when there are so many souls preparing for this wonder and hearts are open. So why not use the consciousness that's already there to step into that slipstream, the geese, what's the thing, the updraft from the geese? There's a term. You could discuss amongst yourselves later or tell me later. Use this time when people are opening their hearts for a great and wonderful mystery. Regardless of what they believe about it, something wonderful is unfolding. And why not allow it to unfold in us? Because it is our story, not just the baby Jesuses and I'm looking at Revco now. Okay. Say, I'm sure she has something much more wonderful to say next week. So use this time, this in between, and sometimes we just call it this waiting time. I think God uses all our waiting times to draw us into a deeper connection with it. You know, we could be sitting here going, nothing's happening. And that's when we go within. So would you like to practice? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to invite you to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And if you like this, then this is something I suggest you do every day. And you can do it every day. You can do it every day till Christmas. You can do it every day till the New Year or till you have your demonstration, or just do it every day. So let's take just a moment to let our breath still us and bring us back to that place that our practitioner so beautifully set us up in. So sacred, so secret, that love. And so in that space within, in that container that is already sacred, that is you, what wants to be born in you this time of year, this Christmas or this New Year? What wants to be born in you? What wants to be more fully expressed as you, through you? What are you being called to more fully embody, to have the life you deeply desire to have? Is it love? Is it peace? Is it wisdom? Is it joy? Or is it something that just comes flowing up from within you? What is it for you? And so use this word or phrase or whatever came up and take it into your year. And if nothing came up, what I know is you've started. You've started the question. It'll come to you when you're driving or at 2 a.m. So turning together in prayer, I know that as we ask, it is answered. Especially as we turn to that infinite power and presence that is always seeking to make itself known in us, as us, through us. And this day I claim for myself and everyone here who chooses to join me in this prayer that we are in sacred preparation. We are in sacred preparation to be a greater blessing in our community, on our planet. That as we open to ask and to listen, we open to and are filled by a greater experience of good, a greater experience of God. And it is done unto us as we gather and ask and claim. That love that we seek to receive, we seek to be. That peace we seek to see, we seek to be. That wisdom we seek to see reflected in our outer world, we seek to become it. And as we, each of us, claim for ourselves our unique take on that divine becoming, that divine seeding germination, I know that we are blessed. I know that we step more fully into wonder. And I know that time in between becomes holy, holy. I give thanks for this. I release this word into the law, knowing the law only and always says yes. And together we say, and so it is. Amen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Reverend Liz. Wonderful. So now it's time for us to prepare for our offering. And most of you know this, but if you are new, there are envelopes that you can put your contact information on for your cash or your credit card, and then that way they know where that came from. And for those of us that have an automatic tithing, but still like the action of putting something in the basket, I love this. Cards have been prepared that you can use to put something in the basket with this affirmation. I've given my tithe to uplift, enlighten, heal, and reveal new possibilities for myself and all who come to the spiritual community. And so with that blessing, I invite the ushers to come forward.
We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle round to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle around to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. If you're able and you'd like to stand, please stand. We shall be known by the company we keep, by the ones who circle around to tend these fires. We shall be known by the ones who sow and reap the seeds of change alive from deep within the earth. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. Let's sing, it is time. It is time now. It is time now that we thrive. It is time we lead ourselves into the well. It is time now, and what a time to be alive. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love. In this great turning we shall learn to lead in love.
I had not heard that song before. That's beautiful. Lovely. So I'm now going to share a few announcements. There are wonderful things going on this week. And today, there we go, there is a benefit, I believe in here. Classroom, okay. And it is done by Rita Johnson. She has Apelco wood handmade gift items available, and a percentage of the sale goes to support Women's Cancer Shelter in Lima, Peru. So a wonderful opportunity. And then I want to just remind us, solstice is coming. Solstice is in between. And so there'll be a simple solstice ritual Thursday, 4 p.m., December 21st. Candlelight, fire, music, and more. So come join us at 4 p.m. for solstice. And then next Sunday, it's a little different. It's the morning, the regular morning Sunday service, only this is the Christmas Eve candlelight service. So it's not at night. So at 10:30, our wonderful, and I can say our because she was my Prac 1 teacher. So our wonderful Rev Colleen is leading that service, and it's going to be carols and the story of the birth of Christ and a Christian Christmas message, from Reverend Colleen. Then on December 31st, there's a world healing meditation very, very early in the morning, but in person, 4 a.m. here. And it's that time because this is a global meditation, and it starts based on Greenwich Standard Time. So that's why we get the 4 a.m. slot being out here on the Pacific. But do join in person or at home to do a meditation for peace. So needed in our world right now. A beautiful time to transform the conflict that is around us and to bring through you your knowing of peace. And then some logistical things. The office is closed on Christmas Day through January 1st, and it opens again January 2nd. But in that time, there is going to be a retreat on January 1st here, an in-town retreat by Kalish Lavelle. She is your dear, dear practitioner. She's doing a New Year's Day retreat, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. You can sign up for that at the Ask Me desk or phone the office before Christmas. And it's $35, and I know she's going to create a great experience for you. So that is the last announcement. So if you're able to stand, do so, and we'll close with song.
Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Where there is hatred, I will love. There is hatred, I will love. Where there is sadness, I will bring joy. Where there is darkness, I will shine. I am an instrument of peace. Let's sing it out. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument of peace. Make me an instrument. Make me an instrument. So great to see you all today. We hope to see you again soon.